Welcome, listeners. You have returned to 21st Century Dating Decoded, the official Speed Mingle Podcast. I am your host, Dawn, and we now find ourselves within the period I term the Valentine's danger zone. The arrival of February introduces a degree of societal and commercial pressure on one's finances that is entirely disproportionate to the holiday's underlying significance. Now, gentlemen, let us be candid. I recognize that some of you are scrutinizing your financial statements with trepidation, contemplating whether securing a secondary loan is necessary merely to procure an excessively large floral arrangement of roses imported from Ecuador, and a formal dinner at an establishment where the cost of an appetizer surpasses a typical monthly vehicle installment. There persists a widespread and enduring misconception, a commercial fallacy, in truth, that the depth of one's affection is quantifiable by the monetary value of a receipt. However, the reality, which I encourage you to internalize, is this: extravagance is ephemeral, thoughtfulness is fundamental, significant expenditure represents a shortcut, and candidly, it is often a facile one. It is an attempt to utilize financial means to circumvent the necessity of genuinely considering the individual with whom you are in a relationship. Today's discussion is titled, The Essential Valentine's Day Strategy for Gentlemen: Effort over Expenditure. This thesis does not advocate for frugality. It calls for intentionality. We shall meticulously analyze why a $300 dinner in a loud, congested restaurant frequently proves entirely inadequate when contrasted with a $30 gesture that unequivocally demonstrates a history of attention over the preceding 364 days. We will delve deeply into the observation ROI, the return on investment achieved, when one leverages personal knowledge of the partner to construct a personalized, meaningful, and unforgettable experience that transcends any price consideration. Upon the conclusion of this session, you will possess more than mere suggestions for a date. You will have a comprehensive strategy, a tactical plan that both safeguards your financial resources from unnecessary burden and, far more crucially, establishes your reputation as a gentleman who truly understands. You will transition from being a predictable partner to an intuitive one. Therefore, for the preservation of your credit standing and the integrity of your relationship, I urge you to set aside the credit card, retrieve a notepad, and let us collectively cease permitting the greeting card industry to dictate the parameters of our romantic lives. It is time to decode the principles of an intentional Valentine's Day. In this episode, we shall address the following crucial strategies. The price tag trap. We will analyze the psychological motivations behind high spending on Valentine's Day. Why does a generic, costly gift sometimes convey a greater perceived absence of creativity and even a lack of intimacy than a simple, well-considered one? We will examine how monetary outlay can serve as a substitute for emotional commitment and how to avoid succumbing to this commercially driven pitfall. The observation audit, your strategic advantage. This is the core of our discussion. We will furnish you with a practical methodology for identifying and documenting the minor, seemingly inconsequential details your partner has mentioned over the past 6 months. This encompasses everything from a casual remark about a forgotten childhood delicacy to the mention of a favored author or an under-the-radar activity she has consistently expressed interest in pursuing. These constitute the essential elements for the perfect, low-cost date. High-impact, low-cost concepts. The V-Day Playbook. Dismiss the notion of reservations at the steakhouse. We will provide tangible, actionable examples of effort-based dates that yield superior results. This includes capitalizing on her existing interests, engineering a personalized experience within the home, and transforming a routine weeknight into a bespoke, romantic event, all for less than the expenditure required for a mediocre bottle of wine. Communication as a valuable asset. Managing expectations. The apprehension of being perceived as frugal is a genuine concern. We will instruct you on how to conduct a confident, judicious conversation prior to Valentine's Day to align expectations regarding the holiday. Framing your intentional, experience-focused methodology not as financial restraint, but as a commitment to profound meaning and a rejection of commercialism. This forthright communication is arguably the most valuable offering of all. The annual apprehension experienced by men concerning Valentine's Day does not primarily center on financial outlay. Rather, it stems from the inherent emotional risk of failing to satisfy elevated expectations. According to Amber Harding's analysis in Outkick's Womansplaining, a truly successful observance relies entirely upon genuine effort and comprehensive forethought, superseding the financial magnitude of the gesture. Her foolproof guide underscores a straightforward, frequently overlooked principle. Thoughtfulness combined with precise timing serves to preempt desperate, last-minute acquisitions. Harding stipulates 2 mandatory actions that distinguish the proficient partner from the inexperienced. These constitute essential demonstrations of timely recognition and consideration. The universal protocol: acquire floral arrangements. This requirement is absolute. Every woman in the world appreciates receiving flowers, and the critical component is the gesture itself, irrespective of the arrangement's cost or complexity. Intent outweighs expense. The core function of the gift is to confirm that the occasion was acknowledged and definitive, tangible action was taken. A modest, vibrant bouquet sourced from a local vendor is equally as effective as a custom-designed arrangement. Logistical precision. For optimal effect, present the flowers on Friday, February 13th, or arrange for delivery to her professional location. This calculated timing circumvents the oversaturated market of the 14th and elevates the action from a mere formality to a thoughtful, proactive celebration. The critical element of timing. Promptly secure dinner reservations. Given that Valentine's Day 2026 occurs on a Saturday, dining establishments will face exceptional demand. The stipulated deadline, the single most urgent counsel, is to book your reservation without delay. Procrastination virtually guarantees substandard dining accommodations, inconvenient seating times, 5 p.m. or 9:30 p.m., or the absence of available options. The home-cooked alternative. A stringent condition. Preparing a meal at home can be profoundly intimate, yet it is subject to a non-negotiable rule. Adhere strictly to your established culinary proficiencies. A simple, impeccably executed favorite dish, her preferred pasta, a perfectly grilled steak, is vastly superior to a disastrous attempt at a high-stakes complex recipe. The focus must remain on execution and her enjoyment. The prohibited gift category. Items to meticulously avoid. Gentlemen must maintain acute awareness of gifts that convey an inappropriate, self-serving, or negligent impression. Unless unequivocally requested, these categories should be precisely avoided. Household appliances and task-related implements. Any item that functionally assigns a chore represents an immediate failure, e.g., high-end vacuums, steam mops, air fryers. The gift must celebrate her pleasure, not expedite her domestic responsibilities. Fitness and health-related gear. These presents, e.g., gym memberships, diet books, exercise equipment, carry the damaging implication of suggesting a need for self-improvement or criticizing her physical appearance. Their reception is virtually guaranteed to be hurtful. Self-serving or recipient-neutral gifts. This category principally encompasses provocative lingerie. While often well-intentioned, it is frequently interpreted as a gift intended for the giver's gratification. The emphasis must remain exclusively on her comfort, her pleasure, and her appreciation. What women genuinely desire. The gift of consideration and intent. The most impactful and highly valued gifts transition from transactional extravagance to authentic, customized thoughtfulness. Effective gifts are aligned with 3 core emotional strategies. Afford her a reprieve, the gift of relief. These presents proactively mitigate the perpetual, often unseen burden of daily responsibilities, thereby demonstrating profound appreciation for her consistent effort. The ultimate luxury is the gift of not having to concern oneself with a chore. Tangible relief, a fully paid multi-session package for professional house cleaning services, a luxury day at a high-end spa facility, or complete automotive detailing. Minor luxuries and elevated comfort, the daily indulgence. Concentrate on high-quality enhancements to items she utilizes routinely but rarely permits herself to procure. These gifts elevate her daily routine to a personal indulgence. Sensory enhancements, exceptionally high thread count luxury bedding, premium loungewear, Eberjey, barefoot dreams, or sophisticated long-burning candles. The objective is a continuous, tactile reminder of your consideration. Personalized and fully executed experiences. The investment of time. These carry the most significant emotional resonance, provided they are comprehensively planned and executed by the giver. The planning itself constitutes the investment. For the sentimental partner, a custom pet portrait, a personalized paint-by-number kit based on a cherished memory, or a bespoke photo album documenting the relationship's milestones. For the partner inclined toward adventure and culture, a pre-planned event with the entire burden of logistics removed from her. Examples include prepaid tickets to a highly anticipated comedy performance, a fully secured weekend excursion, complete with itinerary, transport, accommodation, and dinner reservation, or a private tasting experience. The essential conclusion: acknowledgement is the ultimate currency. Valentine's Day is fundamentally centered on acknowledgement and appreciation, rather than the specific monetary amount expended. The objective of the optimal gift is to demonstrate to her that you see her, you love her, and you are grateful for her presence in your life. The window for effective, stress-free planning is rapidly diminishing. The individual who chooses to disregard this foundational counsel and resorts to a predictable, last-minute acquisition of a pharmacy teddy bear and waxy chocolates has only himself to hold accountable. The urgency is paramount. The time to plan, reserve, and procure is immediately. Gentlemen, the path of least resistance, a simple monetary outlay, is an accessible yet ultimately insufficient approach. The route to genuine connection and the profound satisfaction of a deep bond necessitates the construction of a meticulous narrative that authentically reflects her singular importance in your life. A true gentleman is characterized not by financial means, but by the deliberate, intentional nature of his conduct. Your partner must never perceive herself as a simple balance sheet item. Rather, She must feel the unwavering prioritization and profound commitment that defines your world. When you proactively lead with effort, the essential security you convey is the authentic sensation of being completely and truly recognized. The execution imperative, observation, ROI. For this Valentine's Day, your objective is not simply to spend, it is to execute with precision and profound sincerity. This demands the strategic deployment of observation ROI, return on investment, the concept previously analyzed. Your mission is to assiduously identify, secure, and capitalize upon the minor, often transient opportunities and references she has introduced over time. This strategy elevates minor gestures into significant acts of appreciation, whether this manifests as the obscure, specific preference she mentioned in passing 3 weeks prior, a truly authentic, deeply reflective handwritten correspondence that requires considerable time to perfect, or the meticulous planning of an experience tailored precisely to her unarticulated desires. Your effort must be calculated and meaningful. This represents the non-negotiable framework for establishing genuine, enduring connection. Financial resources are a catalyst, not a substitute. Consider expenditure as a mechanism to substantially enhance an already thoughtful, superior concept, never as a replacement for the complete absence of one. The luxury acquisition serves merely as the external presentation for the profound effort contained within. The power of minutia, your foremost asset. Your most invaluable resources are the minor, frequently overlooked details and preferences you have diligently retained. These constitute the fundamental elements of intimacy. The daily commitment. Consistency is paramount. The extraordinary endeavor exhibited on February 14th will only resonate, appear genuine, and retain its value if it aligns seamlessly with the respect, attention, and intentionality with which you treat her during the remaining 364 days of the year. A short note about Speed Mingle before we go. In parallel with our Council on Relational Dynamics, we continue to innovate the process by which you meet suitable individuals. Speed Mingle is strategically engineered to be the most efficient frontier for navigating this complex, contemporary era of dating. Our sophisticated platform is designed to maximize opportunities for genuine, substantive connections, while simultaneously mitigating the inherent risk and frustration associated with anonymous, random selection. We are currently advancing digital courtship through 4 distinct, intensely intentional modalities, each meticulously structured for maximized efficiency and authentic engagement. Speed Mingle Anywhere. Our premier online platform facilitates authentic, high-quality, face-to-face video interactions from the privacy and convenience of a user's chosen location, fundamentally transcending the superficial, non-committal limitations of text-only or anonymous digital selection. Speed Mingle Social. This modality provides relaxed, unhosted weekly social gatherings at established, high-quality local establishments, offering a low-pressure setting for spontaneous, informal connections to develop organically. Speed Mingle Happenings. These are carefully curated, dynamic, activity-based events, ranging from exclusive wine tastings and culinary workshops to urban hikes, specifically designed to cultivate natural, unforced engagement without reliance on conventional, exhausted introductory conversation. Speed Mingle 1-to-1, scheduled for launch in spring 2026. This highly personalized service offers discreet, low-pressure, pre-arranged meetings with carefully selected local individuals whose pre-vetted interests and life objectives ensure an efficient, high-potential trajectory toward fundamental compatibility. We furnish a diverse portfolio of asset classes for connection, ensuring our users avoid the common pitfall of concentrating all emotional investment in a singular, high-risk strategy. Speed Mingle provides a tailored strategic methodology, be it our leading online platform, a curated live event, a personalized one-to-one appointment, or a spontaneous social gathering, to perfectly accommodate every dating preference and temporal constraint. A successful relational portfolio, akin to any successful investment, is ultimately predicated not on chance, but on intentionality and a profound commitment to genuine connection. Immediately access and subscribe to our podcast, 21st Century Dating Decoded, via your preferred channel, or visit thespeedmingle.com for immediate access to our latest episodes and dating intelligence. Do not delay. Confirm your reservation at an upcoming Speed Mingle event in your vicinity before capacity is reached. Assume the lead. Strategically mix, match, and mingle to elevate your social portfolio and investment in future connection. We extend our gratitude for tuning in to 21st Century Dating Decoded. Until our subsequent transmission, maintain deliberate action, remain protected, and always, always approach dating with a defined purpose.